Welcome to Intuitive Flow, hosted by me, Mikaela Filar, intuitive energy healer and mindset mentor. You've landed in the space you need to be to hear the no bullshit truth about how to actually manifest the life that you crave. This is the podcast that's here to shake you awake. It's time to unapologetically step into the woman you came here to be, the one who effortlessly attracts everything she desires. Let's flow. Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to Intuitive Flow. In today's episode, we are going to talk about investing in yourself and how investing in yourself is what it programs into your creator field, your electromagnetic field that we all have radiating off of us 24/7, and also how it's impacted my own life. I have invested in myself, I think this past year, in 2025, the most I ever have in my life. And I have neutralized it to where in the beginning, when I first invested in myself, and I'm not talking like recklessly spending, I'm talking like investing in your growth, investing in things that are going to help you move the needle in the direction that you want it to go towards living the life that you want to live, or building the business that you want to live, or your happiness, or so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? But when I first started investing in myself, it almost felt foreign. It's like we aren't told to invest in ourselves unless we earned it, unless it is logical, unless it makes sense for you to spend extra money that you maybe don't, quote unquote, maybe don't have. To get you closer to where you actually desire to go and be. And so when I first invested in myself back in 2021, 2022, 2022, when I invested in myself in 2022, it was like my first online course that I ever bought. I remember sitting there and staring at that checkout button for days, literally days, because I didn't have the money. I was actually putting it on a credit card that I had it maxed out, like the last one that I had it maxed out. And I was almost feeling this guilt of making that investment, because I was like, well, I'm in debt, and I know that I have to pay off my debt, and I could just not put myself into more debt for doing this thing. But then there was this part of me that just knew, right? That I just fucking knew that if I made the investment into that online course, that it was going to change the trajectory of my entire life. I don't know how to explain it. It was intuition. It was my higher self telling me. And that's exactly what it fucking did. But could you imagine if I didn't trust that intuitive nudge? Could you imagine? Because let me tell you something, my life would not look the way that it does right now. I would not be doing what I am doing right now. I would not have had the opportunities that I have had in the last 3 years that have helped me massively up level and change my life, right? And so you never know, even if it doesn't make logical sense, if you have that intuitive nudge to invest in yourself, just do it, because you don't know what it's going to do, or, what path it will guide you if you ignore that intuitive nudge and you just do what is quote unquote logical. If you're listening to your mom or your aunt or your best friend or your sister, or whoever, right, about oh, I'm going to invest in this online course that helps me heal my self-love and self-image and manifest the life that I actually am desiring to live. If people are in this work, if people are in the room or learning at listening to the podcast or listening to the person that you are learning from, and the person that you want to invest your money and your time into to learn from them, they're not going to have the same perspective as you. Everyone has their own perspective on things of what they feel is important or not. And if I was to ask anyone else that wasn't in this world if investing in that course the first time I ever invested in myself was a good fucking idea, they would have laughed in my face. They would have literally laughed in my face. And it probably would have deterred me from making the decision to actually invest in myself and then who knows where I would be. I'd probably end up going back to college and like getting a 9 to 5 job. Like I'd rather eat glass. I would literally rather eat fucking glass than have that. Like I can't even fathom going back to school. I can't even no. I constantly want to be learning and growing, and I kind of feel like I am in school, but like in a way where I'm investing in things that I actually want to learn about and master. And I'm learning from people who are living the fucking life that I actually want to live. Like I'm learning from people who are making multi-millions of dollars. I'm learning from people who make $100,000 plus in a month. Like that's what I want to learn from. I want to learn from somebody who's grown the business, who's mastered the self-love, the self-image, the intuition. Like that's the route that I'm going past. So why would I do anything else that didn't light me up? And yeah, investing in yourself is scary. Yeah, it is jumping into the unknown, but it is the best fucking thing that you will ever do for yourself if you are willing to do the work that is actually inside of the courses. You could buy a course, you could watch a module, but if you do not apply the shit that you are learning from the course into your actual life, you are not going to change your life. Period. End of story. It doesn't matter who you are learning from. You don't just change your life by making the investment. That's just the beginning, my love. Right? So investing in yourself, like investing in myself was the best thing that I've ever done. And it is the best thing that you will ever do. I felt called to talk about this today because like I said, I've been investing in myself the most I ever have in my entire life this past year. And I mean, just last week, I think, or last month, I think I invested like $6,000 in my growth and my mastery over what I teach. And yeah, like that's crazy. And like my health, right? Because if you're not taking care of yourself, like there's something with 2026 is like, I want to take care of myself and be like my best, healthiest self that I've ever been. Because if I am not doing that, then my business takes a hit. Like I'm the brand, right? And I need to be healthy in order to run my business and keep my business also healthy. So, I mean, amongst other things, obviously there's the wedding. Obviously there's, maybe getting pregnant and going down the motherhood path like next year. Like that's crazy to say out loud, but like those are the conversations that we're talking about, right? And I want my body to be 100% like the best of the best and like as healthy as it can possibly be. And anyways, I digress. So I've made a lot of investments in myself this past month. And I was just thinking about like, I'm so glad, I'm so grateful that I have normalized this because there's a past version of myself who would have and stared at that checkout button for fucking months, even though, or days, maybe not months, that's aggressive, but for days, almost like, should I do it? Is it a good idea? Is it not? And here's the thing. It comes down to trust. It comes down to trusting yourself. And if you cannot trust yourself, that's not good in your creator field, right? Which we'll get into how investing in yourself programs your creative field for the better. But if you do not trust yourself, if you do not have that radical self-trust, and if you are desiring to become an entrepreneur and start your own business and you don't have trust in yourself, it's going to be a lot more challenging to be successful because in order to be a successful entrepreneur, you are going to have to make decisions for yourself and for your business that are solely based off of what you believe is best. And you're going to have to learn how to trust yourself and trust your intuition, trust your higher self to like make those decisions. And the entrepreneurs that are using their intuition for their advantage are even more successful. The ones who have radical self-trust are the most successful entrepreneurs, period. But even if let's say you're not an entrepreneur and let's say you're just deciding right now that like you want to learn about self-image, you want to learn about self-love, you want to learn about intuition, you want to learn about what I teach, right? And If that is the case and you just want to like up level and like feel better and maybe get out of depression and anxiety, or, you know, get a raise or manifest your dream relationship or whatever it is that you're desiring that you know that I can help you with. If you are not trusting yourself to make the investment and then to do the work behind it, you aren't going to get in where you want to be. You aren't going to make the changes that you need to actually make. And you're just going to stay stuck exactly where you are. And who wants that? I think the most terrifying thing is to wake up, even where I'm at right now. If I was to wake up next year, let's say we fast forward a year from now, and I'm still where I'm at right now, oh my God, I would go crazy. No, I better have massive growth, right? Like, because I trust myself to do the things necessary in order to make that happen. It's already a part of the plan. It's already set in motion. I'm already doing the things that I need to do in order to make what I want 2026 to look like that. But if I didn't trust myself, then I probably wouldn't be making moves the way that I am, right? Probably wouldn't be making the investments that I am. It's fucking scary. It's uncomfortable. It makes your butt cheeks clench, but it is so fucking worth it, because why would you want to wake up a year from now and be in the same fucking spot that you're in right now? That's the definition of psychotic, if you ask me. I understand being complacent, but like, isn't that boring? Like, why would you want to be complacent? You don't want to, like, you don't want anything about yourself or your life to get better than it is right now. Even if your life is incredible. Like, I'm not complaining about my life being bad. No, absolutely not. My life is amazing. I love my life. I'm so grateful, and I love life. And also, I love myself enough to know that I deserve more, and I deserve to live the life that I desire to live because I exist and because I have a desire, because I know that I can make it fucking happen. And that's the difference between somebody who, let's say, is desiring more because they have a self-image wound of like, it's not enough and nothing is ever enough, and I need X in order to feel Y. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. It's, I love myself enough to hold myself to a higher fucking standard because I'm the shit and I deserve that. That's what it is, right? So if that's you, if you are ready to up level your life, if you are like waiting or wanting to make an investment, and even if it's not working with me, even if it's just, you know that there is something on your heart that you want to invest in that you know will help you get to that next level or will help you heal through X, Y, or Z, go invest in it. Like, do the thing, because you never know how it's going to change the trajectory of your life. All right, now I want to get into how investing in yourself programs your creator field for the better. Well, first of all, when you invest in yourself, you are declaring to God, source, universe, your higher self, whatever you pray to, that you are ready to put in the work, to do more, to get more, to create more, period, right? You are letting them know, like, you are not willing to settle and you are willing to do whatever it takes to actually get the momentum moving. And that's going to put things in motion. That is going to give you opportunities to prove to God, source, universe that you are ready to make that commitment. And it's going to give you, your higher self is going to, they're in cahoots, and your higher self is going to be like, okay, here, let's throw obstacles. Let's throw obstacles their way to see if they're actually ready. So let's say you do invest in something and you are feeling on top of the world. You might experience incredible opportunities that are thrown your way because that's written in your creator field that you're ready for more. So more opportunities are going to come your way. And then also the benefit of this is like, and I say benefit, but most people are like, oh, reflections, which reflections are mirrors of our internal world. They're little signs from our higher self, like messages from our higher self that our energy is not in alignment with where we say we want to go and who we want to be. And if that's the case, then whatever reflection you're experiencing is an opportunity for you to shift and heal and then get that out of your energy so that you can make room for new, right? Make room for this newer version of you, make room for new friends, make room for new job opportunities. Whatever falls away is perfect. And it's what's meant to be. And it's all on purpose for a reason, on purpose for a purpose, right? So that's number one. Number two, when you are investing in yourself, you trust yourself, right? Like we talked about earlier, you trust yourself. And what happens when you have I trust myself written in your creator field is other people are going to trust you. Why is it important for other people to trust you? Well, obviously, for obvious reasons. Like, why would you not want people to trust you? And then also, if you trust yourself, let's say, and also you're like an entrepreneur, or you're trying to sell anything, people, if they don't trust you, are they going to buy from you? Probably not. So when you trust yourself and other people trust you, they're going to trust to that what you're selling is legit, right? So there's that. Number three is you're prioritizing yourself. You're putting yourself first, right? By you making the investment in yourself, you are writing in your career field, letting the world know that you are important, that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that you love yourself and you prioritize yourself. And when you prioritize yourself, it writes in your creator field a script for other people to prioritize you as well. And I don't know about you, but I love to be prioritized. I like to be prioritized when it comes to selling an offer. I know that my offer is going to be chosen over somebody else's offer. I know that if I'm putting myself first, that my relationship, my fiance, Bryson's going to put me first. I know that when I invest in myself and I am prioritizing myself, putting myself first, that people around me are going to put me first, period. End of story. Like I will come first because I prioritize myself. It makes me an energetic match for people to prioritize me. Do you see how that works? What else does it do? Investing in yourself, it just is the best thing that you are ever going to do for yourself, period. Like they lied to us growing up. It's not selfish. It is the best thing that you could possibly do if it is going to help you heal or be a better person or whatever the case may be, but you are filling your cup up. And in order for you to show up as your best self, you have to fill up your own cup, right? It's not selfish. It's actually the most selfless thing because you are able to show up better for everyone around you. And that's going to help other people in the long run. Like if you're just drained, tired, feeling stuck, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, and then you're not doing anything about it because you're afraid to invest in yourself to make the changes that you know you need to make in order to change, that's not doing anybody any good, right? And yeah, you can totally do it on your own. It's just going to take you a really long time and you're going to get frustrated and you're not going to have anybody to talk to about it that's going to fully understand what you're going through. And I mean, I was thinking about this today on my way home from my workout. I invested in a personal trainer and I have been working with her 2 times a week in person with weights. Mind you, I have been in the fitness and health industry for 10 years. I know how to make myself a workout plan. I know how to work out. I have great form. That's not what it's about though. It's about the fact that I notice when I work out with a trainer, not only do I get results a lot faster because she is in there pushing me, telling me to lift heavier, critiquing my form if need be, making me do things that I wouldn't do alone or by myself, right? We all know that. Like, yeah, it's like, you know what to do, but you almost don't want to do it because you know how fucking hard it is. That's, that's the same situation. So with working out, it was like me investing in this personal trainer. It was like, yeah, I could do it on my own, but I'm not going to get the results that I want as fast as I want them. And I'm not going to grow as much, and I'm not going to take it as seriously if I do not make this investment. Like, I'm committed, right? I am committed. And she checks in, even on the days that I'm not with her in person. She's like, hey, did you get your at-home workout done today? And I have to tell her yes or no. And I'm being held accountable. And that's like the biggest thing. Like, it's when you are held accountable, when you have somebody who's really fucking good at what they do, when you are held to this, like you invested, you put money into this to like get this result, right? And that right there is your biggest and best thing. Like, that's going to get you expedited results. That's going to massively expedite your timeline. So it's the same thing with like personal development. If you are wanting to better yourself and you have somebody that you've been wanting to work with forever, but you keep telling yourself that it's not the right time, there's no way that it can happen. You guys, I just had a girl who's been wanting to work with me, and she was like, I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but I know that I am. She messaged me the other day, because she's been putting it out there and like talking to people about what she wants to do. Like, I think she asked her grandparents, like, hey, this is what I really want to do. Like, is there any way that like I could get a loan from you? And they ended up giving it to her for a Christmas present. So she actually manifested the exact amount that she needed to work with me. And it's basically going to be paid for by her grandparents. Like, if there is a way, if there is a will, there is a way. I am a firm believer in that. And if you think that working with a coach, like I said, even if it's not me, is going to change your fucking life, then go and work with the person that you know you need to work with to expedite the results that you actually want. Because you are so deserving and you are so worthy of that, of what you want, of living the life that you want, of creating the thing that you want, of building the business that you want. There is nothing that I have that you don't have the potential to become a master at as well. Like, period, end of story. Anything you see in me, you have the potential within yourself as well. So with that being said, I want to let you guys know, I know that this week is literally Christmas week. So happy holidays. Like, where the heck did this year go? It's so crazy. I hope that everyone has an incredible holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas and all the things. But we have what, a week, 2 weeks left? 2 weeks left of this year. And in January, in 2026, I will be increasing the cost of mentorship. And I have one spot, two of them already taken. I have one spot to work with me in mentorship, one-on-one, starting in January. And what that looks like is 2 sessions with me monthly. In between our sessions, you have Telegram chat access to me, where we can work through reflections. I can answer whatever questions that you have. You also are going to get full access to my courses, which are Aligned AF, Awaken Intuition Training Camp Level 1, and Devoted. And you also get Daddy Issues Masterclass. And you also are going to get subconscious reprogramming, energy work, meditations, breath work, trauma release, electromagnetic field recalibration, and advanced intuition training, like I talked about. You're also going to get priority booking, so you'll get the first choice on my calendar with flexible options that bend around your life. And inside of Elevate, you will become the woman who expands, who receives, who knows, who shines, and who demands overflow. What you will walk away with are results that show up in your energy, your confidence, and your reality. A personalized roadmap designed exclusively for you, intuition sharpened into your most reliable tool, self-love and self-image that feels solid, magnetic, and unshakable, subconscious patterns and trauma released at the root, energy recoveries that leave you grounded, powerful, and present, and confidence to embody your gifts and step into your role as a leader, a reality that reflects your vision and supports your highest potential. If this sounds like something that you are interested in and you are ready to either heal at a deep, deep level and just focus on intuition, self-love, self-image, but like with somebody who has been there, done that, and knows exactly what you are going through and how to get you from A to B. Or maybe you are an aspiring entrepreneur. Maybe you're building a business as an intuitive and you are ready to scale your business from 0 to 5K months within the span of 6 months. Then Elevate is 1000% for you. And you have to have if we are working on your business, like you just have to have that clear knowing that this is exactly what you want to do and and we will get really clear on how it is that you are going to do it, what works best for you, what is going to be special and unique about your offers and how you do things, and just get really clear on like the vision and the why and the how and the what, all of the things that we need. And of course, like all of the strategies, all of the frameworks that I use and have learned through tons of trial and error over the years that I now just have because I have built this business for over the past 3 years. And I have been able to learn so much about building a business from literally 0 to nothing. I've done it twice now. And I am more than happy to help you do the same if that is something that you are interested in, because it's the best decision I ever made was to not go back to school and to just go all the fuck way in on this business. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, like I said, I have one spot open in January. In order for you to lock in this price range, you are going to need to lock it in before the end of the year. So before January 1st. And if you are interested, you can DM me at Mikaela Wallet _. And if you have any questions, you can also just email us. We've got the email in the show notes below. My Instagram is also in the show notes below. You can also apply for Elevate if you know that this is like what you want to do and you want to apply and see if you get in, and if we are a good energetic match to work with one another and I can really help you get to where you are wanting to go, then go ahead and click the show notes below. The link is in there to apply. I am so grateful for you for being here. I am urging you to invest in yourself, not recklessly, but if you know that it's going to help you get from A to B, then stop waiting and invest in yourself, because like I said, you are so worthy and you are so capable of creating the life that you desire to create. That being said, I hope you have an incredible Christmas Eve, all the things, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Intuitive Flow with Mikaela Filar. If this lit something up inside of you, make sure you hit that follow button so you never miss another episode. We have new episodes coming out every week. If you love what you heard, drop a 5-star rating and review or share it with a family member or friend so that this podcast can grow and help more women rise. For more on self-love, self-image, intuition, and manifestation, come hang out with me on Instagram or TikTok at Mikaela Filar. The links are all in the show notes below. And as always, we will chat soon.